So what we are gonna do is to the navigate worksheet. The first things one that we have to do is to open a new Excel workbook and begin by opening Microsoft Excel and then click on files in the top corner and select new from the menu, then click on blank workbook to create a new worksheet. So in the data of corresponding calls, you just type the following data given by the example like cell A1 line item, cell B1 product name, cell C1 product cost, cell D1 freight cost, cell E1 tax and tariff, cell F1 markup, cell G1 selling price, cell H1 of last purchase. By the settings, just select all the calls containing data A1 to H1 and go to the home tab, find the font group and set the font to the century. You take the font size to 11 and to regular change column with the fit contents and select columns and A to H and double click the boundary between any two columns. For example, between columns A and B to adjust the column width to fit the contents in the center edges. All columns headings just like so calls A1 to H1 in the home tab. Go to the arrangement group and click the center arrangement button and set the font size for the column heading. Highlight calls A1 to H1, so change the font size to 12 and the font styles. The next step is inserting the three columns before columns A. So right click on the letter A at the top of the column and choose insert from the context. The insertion process two more times to insert their columns before columns A and types the following data into the newly created columns like cell A1 line item, cell B1 product name, cell C1 product cost, and continue with the remaining data at cells like B1, C1. So the next one is fill the line item columns with number, precise, scissors, and indices. A2, cell A2, just type 1 and drag the files, the small parts in the bottom right corner in of the cells down the column to the files, the series with number, move content from the cell C2 to A2 and select CTRL plus X to cut the contents with. Then click on cells A2 and press CTRL plus V the contents there and set the font size for the main main click on A1 where the main ending line the content set the front of surgery the text size 14 and apply alt face and manage margin calls from the A1 to H1 then select cells A1 to H1 and go to the home tab, find the margin and center button in the arrangement group and click on the it. So the next step is to compute for markup at 5% markup column. Enter the formula, calculate the markup, just copy the code C2 plus D2 plus E2 0.5. Click the enter to the compute the markup for the row. The next one is to compute for selling price in cell G2 for the appropriate sum columns and D2. Just copy and code D2 plus D2 plus F2 and press enter the compute the selling price for the row. Again adjust the column to fit the contents. Remind the worksheet, just right click the worksheet tab at that button and change the same to selling price. Save the workbook on your documents. Just click files in the top left corner and select in the save as dialog. Enter the file name as MS Excel Activity 2 and choose your desired location to save it and click save.